Hello world, welcome or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Tuesday, March 26, 2019, and I'm here to just talk about some of the questions and concerns about, what will happen with Robert.Kelly's indictment in the wake of attorney Michael Avenatti's federal charges. But before I dive into that, I just want to say real quick, the Jussie Smollett charges being dropped this morning was what I predicted in my last video. I recorded it on Sunday, posted it yesterday, and you know what? I forgot to mention in that video, so I'll just top it off here, that empire is now officially a verb in the English language in the sense of, being played. So we have all officially been empired, and that's what the word is on that. Moving on. So yeah, I've been seeing commentary and comments in the aftermath of Michael Avenatti's federal takedown. If you, again, are someone living in an alternate universe, you may not have heard about attorney Michael Avenatti's federal charges on several coasts. One for extortion of a major corporation, and the other for fraud, for taking a client's settlement money and basically pushing off the client with excuses while he's using that $1 million or so to pay his bills or do whatever he needs to do. But, these are allegations. He supposedly is on video, though, and he also supposedly was recorded. So if those things are true, he might be looking at a very, very long time in jail. I'm hearing they're talking life. So that being said, we're talking about how his takedown is affecting R. Kelly's indictment, being that he has been a very vocal attorney in the situation, or R. Kelly's indictment is going to be dropped, or, the evidence that's been submitted is in question because of the people whose hands the evidence has come from. Those things are being put out there. The acquittal from his 2008 trial, people are hoping that that's going to happen again in 2019. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not really how this probably will play out. Avenatti is an attorney involved in the case, but his charges really don't have anything to do with the fact that R. Kelly has investigations happening federally. He has charges in different states. It is questionable how I also, in my last video, spoke about the New York attorney who's handling Faith Rogers' case. She's also been charged with some type of federal charges, I believe, and she is facing 40 years. And this came down right before R. Kelly was supposed to attend the pretrial last week. And here we are again with an attorney going up against R. Kelly, and now he's being taken down by the feds. Maybe we're underestimating R. Kelly. We do know that he deals with dark magic. I wouldn't put it past him and his people or whoever it is he's working with to be putting things on these people. So let me just keep my face out of the light, because I don't need R. Kelly coming down on me. That being said, just know that the charges, which are 10 charges of sexual assault, felony sexual assault, with 4 independent accusers and other information, these things are independent of Michael Avenatti. The state's attorney's office doesn't need Avenatti's assistance during prosecution. The evidence has already been verified by the prosecutor's office, who are also in position to work with the accusers without Avenatti's representation. If anything, it may slow things down a tad while they sort things out, but maybe not. I mean, judging by what happened with Jussie Smollett and the charges being dropped, but now at the same time they're still saying he's not necessarily innocent, and it begs just a lot of questions. I also just saw recently that Jussie's attorney is now wanting them to look at those brothers and to focus on them for any criminal wrongdoing. I mean, supposedly they did confess to doing the act that Jussie reported to the police. So, and they were also seen on camera. And like I mentioned in my video also that the feds took some evidence which included magazines. Some reports say those magazines had cutouts which may or may not have been used in the letter that was sent threatening Jussie with the F word, the N word. You know, that's a hate crime, and it's federal with the post office. When you mess with the postal service, you're going down. So in the blast, they reported about it too. And it basically just says that, you know, it says, we're told many supporters of Kelly feel Avenatti is now tainted and believe everything he turned over to officials will be discredited in court. However, sources close to the investigation tell us prosecutors have already determined that they conducted their own verification of the evidence and will not need Avenatti's assistance during prosecution. We are also told the Cook County State Attorney's Office can contact the alleged victims independently and will not need Avenatti to represent them as a lawyer during the criminal proceedings for R. Kelly. Attorney Gerald Griggs, who represents the family of Joycelyn Savage, tells The Blast the effect of the arrest of Michael Avenatti for unrelated allegations by the Justice Department is problematic for Mr. Avenatti. However, the effect against the R. Kelly case will be minimal as the 10 charges are based on 4 independent accusers and other information independent of Avenatti. So, of course, Attorney Greenberg is gloating, offering his legal assistance, saying he heard Avenatti needed a good lawyer. Clearly he didn't. He's already out on bond. He had a $300,000 bond that was co-signed for him by 2 people who are unnamed here. We really don't know what's going to happen with Avenatti's case. He's saying he's going to be vindicated. I really don't know. And to be honest, I really don't care. I had already mentioned that him and Gloria Allred are both annoying AF, and they both need to sit down when it comes to, representing a client. And you got to show some every day, going back and forth with people. It's just not a good look. So his energy is something about it. He's operating on a lower vibration, and this is why something like this would happen to him. So, and these type of people are needed though in these court proceedings. When a good lawyer is going to get down and dirty. So I'm not really mad at him for being who he is. He is who he is, and he has to learn his own lessons. But they're gonna move on with this case. This case is not going to just drop because Avenatti has legal problems. It's not going to happen. So, and R. Kelly still has investigations happening in other jurisdictions with the feds and the IRS. He still owes that studio $150,000+ also. He's in a bad way in a lot of places with a lot of people. So new events and information is coming out every day. I'll be here with the updates as much as I can be. But in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't already, like and comment too. I'm here for the comments. But thank you again for stopping through. I appreciate you. Till next time, peace.